Have you ever heard stories of incredible cities lost to time, places that seem too fantastical to be real? Today, we're diving deep into the world's most enduring mysteries, exploring the legends of Atlantis and other fabled cities that have captivated human imagination for centuries. Are they just myths, or is there a kernel of truth buried beneath the waves and sands of time? Let's start with the big one, Atlantis. The story comes to us from the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, who described it around 360 BC. He painted a picture of a magnificent island nation, a naval superpower with advanced technology and incredible wealth, located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, or what we now call the Strait of Gibraltar. The Atlanteans were said to be noble and powerful, descendants of the sea god Poseidon himself. Their city was a marvel of engineering, with concentric rings of land and water, grand temples sheathed in precious metals, and a sophisticated society. But, as the story goes, their virtue gave way to greed and hubris. Angered by their moral decay, the gods sent a single day and night of catastrophic earthquakes and floods, and the entire island of Atlantis sank into the sea, vanishing forever. So, was Atlantis real? That's the million-dollar question. For centuries, people have been searching for it. Some theories are more plausible than others. One popular idea connects Atlantis to the Minoan civilization on the island of Crete and the nearby island of Thera, now known as Santorini. Around 1600 BC, Thera was ripped apart by one of the most violent volcanic eruptions in human history. The eruption triggered massive tsunamis that would have devastated the coastal cities of the Minoans, a powerful maritime culture. The sudden collapse of this advanced civilization could have easily inspired Plato's tale of a city swallowed by the sea. The geography doesn't perfectly match Plato's description, but the parallels are fascinating. Could the memory of this real-life catastrophe have been passed down for over 1,000 years, evolving into the legend of Atlantis? Others have looked elsewhere, proposing locations everywhere from the Caribbean and Antarctica to the coast of Spain. The Bimini Road, an underwater rock formation near the Bahamas, was once thought to be a remnant of Atlantis, but geologists have since concluded it's a natural phenomenon. The truth is, despite countless expeditions and endless speculation, no definitive evidence of Atlantis has ever been found. For now, it remains a powerful allegory, cautionary tale about the dangers of pride and the fleeting nature of power. But the search continues, fueled by the hope that one day, we might uncover a piece of this legendary lost world. But Atlantis isn't the only lost city that sparks our curiosity. Let us travel from the depths of the ocean to the heart of the Amazon rainforest to search for the legendary city of El Dorado. The story began with the Muisca people of modern-day Colombia. They had a ritual where their new chief, covered in gold dust, would dive into Lake Guatavita as an offering to the gods. This gilded man, or El Dorado, eventually transformed in the minds of Spanish conquistadors into a mythical city of immense wealth, a place where gold was as common as stone. The allure of a city paved with gold was irresistible. It fueled centuries of desperate and often deadly expeditions into the treacherous Amazon. Explorers like Francisco Pizarro and Sir Walter Raleigh chased rumors and followed dubious maps, facing disease, hostile tribes, and starvation in their quest for unimaginable riches. They drained lakes, including Lake Guatavita, and found some gold artifacts, but nothing close to the legendary city they dreamed of. El Dorado was a moving target, always just over the next mountain range or deeper in the jungle. While the city of gold itself has never been found and is likely just a myth born from a misunderstanding of a real ritual, the quest for it had a very real impact. It drove European exploration of South America, but it also brought immense suffering to indigenous populations. In recent years, new technologies like LiDAR have revealed ancient, complex urban centers hidden beneath the Amazon canopy, proving that large civilizations did exist there. While they may not be El Dorado, these discoveries show that the jungle still holds many secrets. Now, let's journey to the windswept deserts of the Arabian Peninsula in search of a city known as Iram of the Pillars, the Atlantis of the Sands. Mentioned in the Quran, Iram was said to be a magnificent city built by a powerful and wicked tribe, the Ad. They were giants who built towering structures, but were punished by God for their arrogance with a furious sandstorm that buried their city completely, leaving no trace. For centuries, Iram was considered pure legend. Even T.E. Lawrence, or Lawrence of Arabia, searched for it in the early 20th century without success. But then, in the 1990s, everything changed. Using satellite imagery, a team of archaeologists, including Nicholas Clapp, notice ancient trade routes converging on a specific point in the Omani Desert. When they excavated the site, they discovered the ruins of a fortress city at a place called Uber. The fortress had high walls and massive towers, matching the descriptions of Iram's pillars. It was a major hub on the frankincense trade route, which would have made it incredibly wealthy. And what happened to it? The archaeologists found that the city had been built over a massive underground limestone cavern. The weight of the city, combined with the drawing of water from the underground aquifer, eventually caused the cavern to collapse, and a large part of the city sank into the earth swallowed by the sand. It's a stunning example of a legend that turned out to have a real, historical basis. The city of Uber might very well be the Iram of the pillars from the ancient stories. From sunken islands to golden cities and buried desert fortresses, these legends speak to something deep within us. They represent our hopes for a golden age, our fears of divine punishment, and our endless curiosity about the unknown. They blur the line between myth and history, reminding us that the world is still full of mysteries waiting to be solved. Perhaps the real treasure isn't the gold or the lost technology, but the journey of discovery itself. The quest for these lost cities pushes us to explore, to question, and to imagine. And who knows what other legendary places are still out there, waiting to be rediscovered? What do you think, or which lost city fascinates you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey through myth and history. If you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more explorations into the world's greatest mysteries. See you next time.